Hall of Fame shit, nigga. Keep it, come on, get out there, get out there. Okay. Good catch, my boy. 5 Unit Nation, man, number 1, man.
Oh my God, run this shit up, man. Let's go on, we found.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of SGDS, Same Goal, Different Struggle podcast. I am your host, AJ. This is episode number 81. If you never heard of me before, I talk politics, sports, relationship, mental health, a little bit of everything. If you are new to the channel and you like what you hear, please click the subscribe button, the like button, clip, do whatever you got to do to get the message out, y'all. I appreciate all my supporters. Today, man, I'm just gonna do a real chill, laid back episode, man. But it's gonna be really different. Not different. It's gonna be one of them ones, y'all. For real. So it's gonna be one of them ones. So I was watching Real Street Life they podcast, and I ain't watched them in a while, but it's this dude called Dawgface. And I tried to look up his info, but I never heard of him before. I don't know where, but I never heard of him before. But bro's very, very, like, I don't know, bro was very, like, he was hitting everything I've been thinking, everything I've been saying, he was saying. So I clicked out a lot of the interviews. So he got an old one, and then he got a new one. I'm gonna put both of the interviews in my link. I'm probably do a part 1 and a part 2 to this, because as you can see, I'm just drained. I just got off. I don't feel good. I know y'all niggas like, this nigga always don't feel good. Oh fucking well, I be having a lot going on. I be running, ripping and running. This is why I always tell y'all to take care of your health. I'm doing better. I'm just, you know how it is, man. It's that time of the year, man. When you in and out, weather be changing in Atlanta, man. You know how that bipolar shit is out here. But I ain't gonna be on here too long today. I'm gonna do a part 1 and part 2 to this one, because this one is real. This one, I really want people to really start just listen to, bro, because a lot of the shit I be saying, bro, is the same shit, and this shit funny as hell, man. So I'm gonna start off with one of the old clips from the last one of his. I think they did this like a month ago, and then I'll get into the new ones, and then so on. All right, which one I'm gonna start with first? I'm gonna start with this one.
The races and between people up. First of all, rich black people, we ain't worried about it.
Right.
Rich white people ain't worried about no motherfucking government benefits because they're not getting it anyway. Right?
Right.
The way you spark discontent and the way you spark dysfunction amongst human beings is you start with the lowest amongst them and you get them to go with each other. You don't see rich white people arguing with rich black people. You see poor white trash, mad, angry, and upset and want to blame everybody. Mexicans.
Yeah.
Niggas for them being poor. Now you're poor because you're a poor bitch. You're psychologically poor. You've been poor. And you just a pawn on the chessboard. White people need to really come to terms with the understanding that the government as it exists now don't give a fuck about them. Poor white people need to join forces with niggas. Yeah. Right?
It's the time, y'all.
It's time for them to join forces with niggas because the people who are in power, your politicians that you elect and put in that office, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They want to see you into an issue with other people so they can then send federal troops and they can change policies and enact policies that are going to have a negative impact on you and make life easier for them.
Man, that shit crazy, man. You know, with everything that's happening in the world, right? Do black people got to get back to family, bro? Do we got to get back to man, woman, community? Like, what do you feel like we should be doing?
Well, listen, so they say every action is preceded by a thought.
Right.
Right. So the thought is the cause of it all. So if you don't change your thought process, then your actions, right, your behavior, your whole philosophy, your ideology will be exactly what it is right now. The question is, what do we need to get back to? Brother, listen, the whole Willie Lynch syndrome, where he divided black people, where he enacted a philosophy to slave masters, right? Because they knew that you couldn't hold 5 million black African descendants in chattel and physical slavery forever. So they enacted a philosophy to psychologically enslave us, because they knew they weren't going to be able to physically hold us for long or forever. So the whole divide and conquer thing is, the black nation is a house. And psychologically, we've been divided. We've been separated. We've been separated against each other. We've been separated from each other. There's no connectivity between black people anymore. There's no connectivity between black men and black women. There's no connectivity between black people as a whole. You have black people who look at each other like we're our ultimate enemies right now, right? Like 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago, like during the civil rights era in 1960s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, right? We understood who our enemy was, right? Now we have been conditioned to believe, based on our behavior, that we are our own worst enemies. And in some cases, it is true. Right. Because when you go outside, brother, and you put your chain on, you put your clothes on, you jump in your car, you ain't worried about nobody white robbing you, do nothing to you, right? Not at all. So it is true that we have become our own worst enemy. So to answer your question about what we should do, we in trouble, bro. We in trouble. We are black people as a whole, as a unit, as a group. We are so far gone now that it is literally impossible for us to come back together, because it ain't just about I wrong you or you wrong me and we can't get past it. Right now, you have black people, you have generations, you have at least 2 generations of black people who were conditioned to hate each other. So this shit is systemic now. It ain't just that you shot Lil Pookie and you shot Ray Ray, and so therefore maybe we can get together and develop some common grounds and stop it, right? It ain't like it's Dirk versus NBA Youngboy. Right now, you have an entire generation of young black men and young black women who grew up in households that are completely dysfunctional, right? And so you have young black men and women nowadays who don't got a motherfucking clue about unity. They don't give a fuck about no unity. They only care about themselves. Yeah. And as long as we maintain the attitude that it is just us and we only care about ourselves, we would never be able to climb out the hole that we in right now. Because, like I just said, you have a whole generation of black people now. And now we're working on the second generation of black people who don't believe that you my brother and you my sister. We don't believe that shit, bro. It ain't just about the fucked up education. It is what happens in our own household. Like, for example, right now, you have black women. Black women have been transformed into the enemy.
Break that down.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna get on that, bro. Like, I've been saying this shit for so long, bro. I don't know how many episodes I've been saying. Everything he ain't said, bro, I've been saying. Because, like I said, when I seen that Tommy, I be watching, I don't watch it, but you see certain people like, okay, I'll name Aiden Ross, or how certain shit we go on these platforms and you invite these people inside our culture, or whatever however we want to say it. And we literally don't do the same for our own, is where I'm getting with, bro. We'll go and act cool, we'll break bread, we'll do all this shit with another culture. Jewish, white, Mexicans, we'll do other shit with other people. But when it comes to our own, bro, it's like we shit on our own, bro. Like we our own worst enemy. Black people are their own worst enemy, bro. And they just niggas be getting mad at you, be talking about, oh, you ain't sold out, or you think you better than us. Motherfucker, if I'm putting in the work, if I'm trying to better myself and you not, what the fuck does that mean? No, I'm not better. You got the same 24 hours, but if I'm trying to better myself and trying to redo everything that traumatized me and back in my past, or the shit I've learned that I feel like is incorrect, and you still on the same shit, then nigga, yes, the goal is to get better. The goal is for us to become better each and every day. A lot of y'all niggas love to stay the same. Y'all are comfortable. I don't like comfortable ass niggas. I don't even like to be around niggas that are comfortable. Because when you're comfortable, that's when shit hit the fucking fan, bro. That's when motherfuckers are able to goddamn sneak up on you, rob you, and do shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes, yeah, we get caught slipping. Shit happens. But as a community, bro, we as black people, like, right, if you go to Cali right now, right, you got black people and you got the gang cultures, you got all these people. The gang culture was supposed to be started to protect their own neighborhood. You know what I mean? Take back the block against the police, which is also a gang. But we end up psychologically turning against each other. And now we killing each other instead of protecting our community. We not even doing that no more. We raising another generation after another generation to be statistic, to either end up dead or fucking in jail. They already killing us off with food. They don't want to they making these health plans higher, healthcare higher. They make my bad, y'all. They making shit higher, right? But you can't even pay your premium. Now you can't even go to the doctor, or if you do go to the doctor, you got a bill. Now your credit is bad, and all this bullshit, bro. That's why, man. When it came to politics, bro, when me and CJ was on here, bro, I was at the point where I said I was wrong, bro. Like, because I felt like, you know what, I was just saying anything, like not anything, but I was like, bro, whatever, just give the nigga a try, get Trump, because it wasn't so bad last time. But this shit way worse than last time. You feel me? Like, it's way worse. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Feel me? But I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, what I was saying is each politician have their own agenda. And what I was telling black people is like, bro, you can't be talking about Democrats is for the black people when you got Joe Biden, who made the 3 strikes law, who probably got your brother, cousin, or somebody that you love in jail right now for some stupid shit. Like, you picking, they be telling us like black, and it's such a psychological thing when it comes to voting and all this shit, bro. It's different type of black people. It's black people that wanted to integrate, and it's black people that didn't. I'm on the side that didn't, because I see what it has done to us, bro. We are literally psychologically gone, bro. Like, we always feel like, well, us black people, we'll take up for every other culture stuff for us, bro. We want to defend everybody. We want to take on, but we don't do the shit for our own kind. We don't do shit for our own fucking kind. Yeah, sometimes we do, little get backs. We do shit, but bro, I know the tax game. I know what a tax write-off look like, dog. You can't play with me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of these kids, and you know what I mean? It's good to give back to your community, but I want to be able to give back in a way where it's psychologically, they're learning something. You get what I'm saying? Giving back in a way where we bringing back the OGs who actually give a fuck about the community, the youth. Actually seeing kids do good. It used to be a rule back in the day where niggas who was kids that were athletes, bro, you wasn't even supposed to be in the streets. You wasn't even supposed to be around that shit. You got a future. Now these niggas don't care about shit. I'm proud of my nephew, bro. He called me this morning. He headed to workout. Training, 9 o'clock in the morning, bro. I know that's a lot, but the dedication that he still had, like, he still wanted with everything he's been through. You get what I'm saying? Everything he's been through this year, he still won. He's still grinding. And that, like, bro, that's like, and he could be like, I don't want to do this no more. He could be like, I don't want to play football no more. Like, he lost his pops this year. He might, everybody grieve differently. But we as a community, like, we got to get back to being together as black people. But we are so far gone, bro. So far gone, man. Like, and I don't actually see it getting any better, because of what are we influenced by. Like, with our culture, with black people especially, the motherfuckers that we love to praise, these celebrities and all this shit, bro, we are so influenced by that we get lost and trapped on what's really going on in this world. And that shit is gonna keep fucking us up, and we just there's not too many people. Like, bro, I had these talks with so many people in my car, bro, like when I pick people up and I'm working. And we talk about politics, we talk about the community, and a lot of the bullshit that just be going on the internet be internet shit. Because people that be going through real life, they don't be thinking like that. They ain't trying to be no bad bitch. They ain't trying to be no real street niggas no more, bro. These niggas out here really trying to survive. Mentally, trying to become better, trying to figure out, how they can grow and cope with the trauma that they've been dealing with. Like niggas is really out here going through shit, and bro, like we gotta stop believing everything that we see on the internet, bro. A lot of these motherfuckers who be flossing got roommates, dog. Like, let's keep this shit 100, bro. A lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't working, bro. A lot of y'all niggas got roommates, which is good. But don't like, bro, don't act like we doing shit, like, bro. And that's some of that shit we gonna really have to get into too, like getting back, like being a family, like being a family. Like we have to get back to the black community being a family, and we are a lost cause. That's what he's gonna talk about in his next video, one of these videos where we the black woman, and how if black women or black men are so divided, I don't see how that shit is gonna come back. Like I'll tell this story. So like when I was 13, 14, bro, I had people, like I had a girlfriend, right? And I was so far gone, whatever. And now at this age, I just took my daughter to the store because she has a little friend that she wanted to get something for. And it's just so crazy how history repeats itself for like from our past to this. And everything that I've learned or I feel that was wrong, I have tried to go back and reteach myself, which I know a lot of people will not go do. I was just telling this girl today, I said, how many people that you really know can look in the mirror and accept who they're looking back at? And she just took a deep breath and just shook her head and said, damn. It's the shit that I be thinking about, bro. My mind is always wondering, like, and it was a situation today, bro, like, the men that y'all pick, bro, ain't real men. A lot of y'all women be dating men who are really women. Cause you gotta think about it. Look how many times y'all say, "Oh, he acting sassy. He acting like his, like like a bitch, his mama, and this him." But okay, then you need to freeze that shit right there and be like, "All right, he didn't have a male role model." Don't none of y'all think about this shit. We didn't have a male role model, so we adopted what our moms put, like what we seen from our moms, or we adopted what we seen in the streets. Me and my homies really raised each other. It was me for like a certain period of time. It was me, Jared, Q, Robert, and Ronald. Ronald really wasn't around as much. It was then so because me, Robert, Q, and Jared all went to school together. Me and Jared been knowing each other for the longest, but nobody had no fathers around. Robert and Ronald's father was in Alabama, and me, Jared, and Q, you shit. I can't even tell you why fathers was. I know mine was in prison, but I can't tell you where he is now. And other than that, I never met Q or Jared's father. So it's like, bro, we helped raise each other. We seen so much. We went through so much. We protected each other, but we didn't know what the fuck being a man was about. And in my case, I didn't have uncles and stuff. I know Jared had his uncles. Jared ended up leaving when we was younger. He had went back to Mississippi and stuff like that. Everybody had ended up separating. So everybody at a certain period of time went their own way, and everybody had their own journey. Everybody went through different stuff to become the man that they. But when we come back, as you notice, it was just me, Jared, and Q. Those and then Nate came. But me and Nate been knowing each other since fucking elementary school. So it's like I keep people around me who I know will keep me accountable, keep me becoming a better man. You feel me? Like keep wanting to see me do good. They not trying to hold me down, and we need those type of people because you gotta think you got a lot of people that look like us that don't want to see us do good. Like, bro, I think I get so mad about that shit, and I be understanding what like it's crazy. People be going at Wale, but him feeling like, oh, he too emotional. Like I said this shit before, bro. That bro put in a lot of work, and when you put in a lot of work for something, and people don't recognize you or they don't do their fucking history. Even though you might be young, if you're gonna be part of something and do your history, you gotta know the people that came before you that made it possible for us to even be here. You feel me? I ain't say kiss their ass, but appreciation is what we gotta get back to because we don't appreciate a lot of our people, bro. And I know I'm at fault for it sometimes too. You get what I'm saying? Like I call it how it is, but I know a lot of people went through a lot of things to get us where we is today, for real. But a lot of shit got fucked up psychologically. We got fucked up bad Because every other culture, you got the Jews that stick together, they stick together, the Chinese stick together, the Mexicans stick together. Yeah, they might beef, whatever, but I see Mexicans still, ever since I was young, every Saturday, they outside partying together as a family. You feel me? Black people together for a certain period of time, bro, it depends if we got black people or we got niggas. How that might go down, it could end in violence or it can end in somebody like in jail, bro. And that shit, we can't even have a good time most of the time, bro. That shit's sad, bro. But I'm gonna get into this next video.
Willie Lynch syndrome. Willie Lynch wasn't just about dividing the light skin and turning the light skin niggas
Field versus
the dark skin niggas.
Yeah, Field versus House.
Field versus House and the man versus the woman. The first thing they did is that they raped, molested, beat, and basically tried to destroy black women right in front of their men, and then their men couldn't do anything to save them. So what that does is that it psychologically, it puts it in your mind that there's nothing this nigga can do to save me. When you come out of slavery and go into the welfare system in the 1960s and 70s, if you want welfare, black woman,
gotta get rid of that man.
You gotta get rid of your man. So that's just another form of separating black men and black women. And you telling the black woman, hey, you need these benefits, you need this food stamps, you need to have, because back then it was called vendoring. You get your rent vendor, you get your utilities vendor, they would give you a stipend and pay for all that kind of shit. But if that man in that household, you can't get nothing. So what? So the black man, you go over there, he go over there, he a fucker, but he couldn't spend the night. Because if your worker come over there and see any signs, not just his physical body there, if your ADC or FIA worker came over there and seeing any signs, there's some shoes or drawers, because back in the day, the FIA worker used to walk through your house, looking in your cabinets, looking in the bedrooms, looking to check for any signs of a man. Any signs of a man will get you cut off your motherfucking benefits. So the issue is that black people, we in trouble. The black woman is actually the open enemy to the black family dynamic right now, because black women have been conditioned and trained. No nation can rise higher than the women operate inside the nation, because the women are the first teachers of the young black boys and girls. The women are supposed to hold the household together while the man goes out and does everything he can, everything in his power to bring back sustenance to the household, to maintain the household. Black women now, they've been taught and conditioned and trained that they don't need black men for anything.
Right.
And so now you have a whole generation of black women, or more, a generation and a half of black women who have zero respect for black men. Zero. You can't say nothing. You can't even correct them. So now, when they see this, the first thing they're going to say, well, black men ain't handling their responsibilities. Hey, listen. Let me tell you something, sister. If you can't take instruction, if I can't correct you, if I can't call you out, if I can't do what I need to do in order to bring peace and harmony in the household without you getting mad, angry, and upset, and labeling me checking you, or labeling me trying to help you, labeling that as me being sassy, as me being a bitch ass nigga, as me being emotional like my mama, right? As me being anything other than a man who loves you and is trying to correct what you got going on, and thereby correct what we got going on inside our household. Right. If we can't tell you nothing.
I've tried cash advances, I've taken out loans, made some decisions I'm not proud of. Turns out borrowing money from your roommate.
But let me ask you this though, because the solution can't be to give up on the black woman either though, because if we do that, then we really fucked, right? Because it's like a badass kid.
That's never the solution. But let me just
okay, yeah.
So I want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
So listen. So if we live in a situation where black women don't trust black men,
right?
They don't trust black men because they grew up in households absent or minus a strong black man,
right?
Whenever the discussion about a black man or about men period came up, it was always in some negative way, some negative connotation. So we always talk about how the absence of black male role models affect black men.
Right.
You grow up and you take on all the qualities of your mama, your grandmama. You become hyper emotional. You sassy as a motherfucker. You don't know how to deal with your anger because you respond and react like a woman would respond and react, right?
Straight up, yep.
But we never really examine what the absence of strong black role models or strong black men inside of a household, how the absence of that affect black women as well.
Right.
You have generations of black women. You got a black woman. Okay, she 14. Her mama 26. Her mama 38. And then her mama is 49. Ain't no man nowhere in that equation. So you have black women growing up in households, generations of them growing up, right? No black, they don't even know. See, listen, black women don't even know that you're supposed to step to the side and let a man open up the door for you, right? Black women don't even understand that. And when they say it as a way to degrade the black man for not doing it, right? But you have black women now who don't even know how to play their roles. They want the traditional relationship, but they don't even know how to fulfill, right? They don't even know how to fulfill their role as women. You want what you see on TV. You want a nigga to pay 100% of your bills. But as a woman, you're not doing, you ain't, first of all, bitch, you ain't grandmama. Bitch, you can't cook, you can't earn, you can't sew. Bitch, you in the street, you on TikTok and Facebook all motherfucking day with them whole ass friends of yours who don't respect men neither. So whenever you have a problem with your man, the first thing your manless ass, bitch ass friends gonna do is talk down. And then bitches don't even treat their nigga secret no more. As soon as a bitch fall out with her man, she gonna tell her manless ass mama, who gonna tell her manless ass grandmama, and then she gonna tell her manless ass bitch ass friends, and they all gonna come together and point out everything wrong with that nigga. They ain't trying to offer no solution. You know why? Because they themselves didn't grow up in a household where a man had any kind of motherfucking authority whatsoever. So black women nowadays, they look at a man having authority or a man asserting his authority or asserting his power, his God-given power over them or over a relationship. They look at that shit like a man trying to tell me what to do. He's trying to dominate me. He's trying to control me. That's how it's looked at now. So yeah, we in trouble like a motherfucker. There's no simple solution for what's going on between black men and black women right now. There's no magic pill that we can take. There's no blue pill or red pill that we're going to take that's going to change what's going on now, because now, I told you before, it's systematic now. Black women don't trust black men, primarily not because that individual person or that individual man is fucked up or did something wrong to them. Black women don't trust black men because they grew up in a household where they didn't see. They don't even understand. They look at everything that we do as men as if we being narcissistic. We sassy, we messy, or we just some plain hoe ass niggas. If I say something to you, if I try to correct,
I've been selling, and I say this, and they probably don't watch this shit no way, so I don't really give a fuck. I got a lot of homegirls, or a lot of females I've fucked with in my past. Some I'm not gonna speak on, but I've had this problem with them. Like, bro, like I've had this talk with them. Like, bro, you've been put in the position of head of the household in the alpha male in the alpha position so long that it's like, bro, when I be talking to them, bro, it's like, nigga, I'm not, like, y'all are so manly, like, and that shit is annoying. Like, bro, I don't deal with females, or I don't want to deal with a female that act like a nigga. Like, if you don't know how to be feminine, which is so crazy to me, because I can understand a male not understand how to be a man because you don't have that role model. And y'all have mothers. Now, I know a lot of mothers and daughter relationship don't click for some fucking reason. I've actually experienced it, too many fucking times. Actually, my energy seemed to attract that shit. I don't know fucking why. So I had to do some research. Some regrouping with that. Because for a long time, I was attracting females who they didn't have the best relationship with their moms, which is, crazy to me, but everybody's situation is different. But you have these situations, and then you deal with this. Like, last night, this girl, she was like, "Why you so stern?" And I just looked at her and I was like, "The fuck you mean? Like, what am I supposed to be?" I think we have gotten, and I say this shit, and this go back to politics. When Barack Obama got into office and pushed this LGBT community backing by Michelle Obama, the black woman that people love, we got even more psychologically fucked. Like, we probably getting more psychologically fucked than anything. More fucking than Diddy was doing with Lil Rod, Ray J, or anybody right now. Like, we are getting fucked psychologically, because what we're thinking is, we're thinking that, a man got to be more feminine. He got to be more sensitive. He got to be more this. It's a balance to that, right? Because We both, like, a man has masculinity and he has a feminine side because, you know, you have that femininity, whatever. But as a man, it's like female want the same traditional lifestyle, but they still, it's like you want us to be the traditional way still. Let me see how I want to rephrase this. A lot of females still want that traditional shit, right? They still want the traditional man, pay all their bills, do this, do that, but you don't want to be the traditional woman. That's what I was trying to get to. My bad, y'all. I'm still tired. Like, you not the traditional woman. It's basically what he was saying. You not grandma. You not finna get up and cook, clean, and do this. And then now we are at the age now. I mean, we are in a world where women are working. So shit needs to be, like, as I can say, give and take. So, like, if you cook, I clean. If I cook, you clean. We work together as a team. It shouldn't be one or the other, this, or that. You only do this, I take it. Like, it shouldn't be that. Mind you, it's just gonna be certain things that I do anyway. I'm gonna take out the trash. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Honestly, I don't need a female for really too much. You know what I'm saying? I could cook, I could clean, I could iron, I do pretty much whatever I need to do. So it's like, bro, and then you got females now that call that sassy. And it's like, bro, the mindset, it's like, bitch, what the fuck is you mean? Everything ain't sassy when a man putting you, like, we have been trained to believe this, and that. And I'll say this, right? My problem with black women is you downgrade black men, but I've seen black women give their white bosses the much more, like, give them high praises, high respect. Like, they walk on the ground. And it's like, it reminds me of slavery in a sense. When you had Big Mama working for the white family, and then she come home and take her anger out on everybody, on us. Psychologically, that did something to us, and we literally are passing on the same habits to our own kids. And it's only the special ones that really want to break the habits. It's the special kind of kids that be like, bro, this ain't right. I'm gonna redo this shit. Some of us ain't special like that. Some of us just go along and feel like everything our mama taught us was right, then I'm gonna do this shit. That ain't right, bro. Because you don't know what psychologically that could do. I'm not perfect, bro. I had to switch some things on how I do with my kids because psychologically, I know that shit was bothering them. And that's not what I wanted for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, everything, like, it's not wrong to question, like, something that we feel is wrong. The truth is going to be the truth. It shouldn't be a disrespect to the truth. And that be the problem a lot of time when it comes to our black culture, and we come to our, like, kids and their parents, where parents like to use, oh, I'm your parent and this, and that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. The truth is the truth, dog. And what a parent, like, even with me, bro, I have to check myself because I don't want to cause a mental stress on my kids by the shit I've been through. Like, I'm not perfect, like I said, but we have to check ourselves sometimes, because a lot of times we could take our anger out on what something that we got going on our kids, and they ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, we get mad at our kids for just asking questions. Bitch, how you get mad and tell your kids to ask questions at school, but you don't want them asking your question? A lot of time, especially in our culture, our kids remind us of ourselves, and we not even happy with our fucking self. So when we see that shit inside of them, we get mad. And that be another problem, bro, that we need to check. If you gonna get mad at that, you need to work on your motherfucking self. Don't be blaming your child, because at the end of the day, bro, ain't nobody tell your dumb ass to be fucking anyway, and you ain't supposed to be fucking. Like, people love to bring up the Bible, and if you want to bring it up, what I've been told and what I've read is no sex before marriage. Mind you, a lot of us ain't listening to none of that shit. So don't point and pick and choose which point of the Bible that you want to point out to me. Because if at the end of the day, if you wasn't married when you fucking had this child, even if you was, right? Some of us get married, have kids, and we still not financially ready. We not mentally ready. We not spiritually ready. Like, we're bringing kids in this world and we're not ready. I wasn't ready, bro. I was 19. Thank God, because it's shit. Thank God that he allowed it to happen at 19, because honest truthfully, I could have ended up having a kid at 13 and so on. I've been in a lot of situations that God has blessed me to be like, I survived it. I've learned from it. But boy, I was out here. and it's a testimony, and I don't have to brag about that shit, because if you watch any of our episodes, my homies will tell you how I was. Like, so that's one thing I don't have to brag about. And there's nothing to brag about, because I know what that shit caused me. Like, and it caused me a whole bunch of bullshit. To the point when I got in my 20s, I mentally wasn't even right. And hell, I still ain't fucking right all the way. I'm still fucked up. So psychologically, bro, and us male, like I could speak on the female and how they did us, but male, we got to take accountability too and stop nutting and everything that we think look good. I know I've been talking about this Cheyenne Brian shit, and I haven't got a chance to do it, but I'm going to do it. Like, the video is right here, but every time I just find something different I really want to speak on. But there's a picture out going viral right now with her halfway dressed, right? If I seen my daughter in that shit, I would really be like, damn, where did I go wrong? Mind you, she gone, but I still in my mind would be like, where did I go wrong? Because you speak high value and all this good ass shit and all this shit, that you walking around half ass naked. Ain't no respect in that, bro. Like, how the fuck you gonna sit up here and talk about Cardi B or talk about anybody else? Like, that's the shit, bro. Like, he was saying, bro, like, it's just certain shit. I'm thinking she gotta be Christian, because she couldn't be no goddamn Muslim doing no shit like that. And see, it's like, bro, like, it's just different shit, bro, that I just see, right? And you call yourself a high value woman, right? A high value woman, bro, I feel in my mind, this is just my mind, is gonna give you something to wonder about, or gonna give you something to be like, I like, you know what I mean? She's not gonna show that off to everybody. Mind you, it look good, but shit, it's a lot of shit that look good. But that's a dangerous type of female right there, bro. Y'all gotta mentally, a lot of men fall for those type of females, and I'm gonna tell you, she gonna trap a young nigga, and she gonna really control his mind and manipulate his motherfucking ass. And that's some scary shit. That's why I always put in game with my boy. I gotta start talking to my boys, because there's a lot of female. I date older females, so I know. Like, you ask Nate, Jared, Nate B and that motherfucker used to be laughing at me and Q, because we used to be going back sitting and just talking about stupid shit about these dumb, like, never mind. But it don't matter. But we used to be talking about dumbass shit, right? And it's just the older females, bro. These females feel like they can manipulate you, bro, and think they could train you to be something that they want you to be. Bro, I am a grown ass man with grown ass problems, and probably been having grown ass problems since I was a jit. You feel me? And ain't nobody gonna sit up here and talk to me any type of way. And they gonna, and another thing with females, stop feeling like you could call a nigga a bitch, because I'm telling you, it's something that comes behind that shit. It's a trigger. Black females like to hit trigger, especially with words, bro. A lot of these niggas are not emotionally intelligent. They walk the fuck away. So once you hit a trigger, these niggas, like you said, are emotional. They was raised by their mama. Think how their mama gonna react. You feel me? Like, think about shit. Like, I don't, like, it's crazy how we brag, black women brag about a woman's intuition, but I swear that shit just don't seem like it clicks no more when it comes to certain females no more. I had this debate on Facebook with a girl all the time about accountability in the black neighborhood. I mean, in black women taking accountability and shit, bro. Y'all don't, like, a lot of times, bro, in the black, and this is just the black community period, we don't take accountability. It's always the victimized game. Somebody did this, or we can't do this, or this and that. A lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't got no work ethic. But let me get to this next video, y'all.
How do you see it? You can say, hey, listen, 10 years ago, they was telling, Dr. Phil was telling us code words, fire, water, to calm the situation down now. Now, if you try to talk to a black woman, right? Yeah. If you try to reason or rationalize with her, if she already got it in her mind, she can't break herself down and try to even listen to nothing reasonable for you. Because why? Because her mama never had to do it. She never watched her grandmama do it. She never watched her grandmama reason or rationalize with no man, because there was no man there. Her granddaddy ain't there. She never watched her mama, because her mama have these hoes got 4-5 kids and it's 4-5 daddies. That ain't nothing but some Freddy Krueger ass bitches. Half these hoes don't know who the baby daddy is. It's 4 possible baby daddy, every motherfucking baby nowadays. And I'm saying that shit in a joking manner, but it's true. There is no man in the household. So how does that affect a young black girl who grows up and she watches her mother struggle? She watches her mother go in and out of relationships. All her brothers and sisters got different mamas and daddies. Where's the connectivity? Where's the uniformity and all that? So black women grow up literally not respecting the tradition, not even understanding. I don't even want to say respecting. They don't even understand what the role of a man is supposed to be. So as they grow up and as they become more mature and as they start to get in relationships, they look at anything like it's a challenge, or they look at every action that a motherfucker does as if he's being narcissistic, being overbearing, and being controlling. They don't even understand what a man is supposed to do. They don't understand that a man is supposed to try to correct something when it's wrong.
Well, to be fair,
Don't start that shit. Don't start that shit. Come on with it.
there are a lot of men
Yes, they are.
that aren't leading.
True.
There are a lot of men who are coming into contact with these young women, impregnating them with no plan, not even no plan, with no intention to be in a relationship, stay there and raise the family.
They raping them hoes?
No, I'm not saying they're raping them, but what I'm saying is,
okay,
some of these niggas is raping.
We know.
What I'm saying is,
we know there's a bunch of Diddy shit going on, right?
No. But what I'm saying is, there used to be intention behind when you lay down with a mom. At least you knew your responsibility next was to rear this child. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, I'm gonna fuck this hoe, and if she don't get this abortion,
I'm gonna fuck what?
This hoe.
Okay. Remember you said that. Come on with it.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Even if you fuck a hoe, you knew she was a hoe. Right. And now you've gotten yourself into this circumstance. You should be ready and prepared to. Niggas ain't being stand up.
Okay, so listen. We just talked about how the dynamic between black men and black women of all ages is skewed.
For sure.
It's out of whack. It's out of sync right now. Motherfuckers are not fucking. First of all, you ain't probably doing all that fucking minus understanding with the motherfucker. No way. Right now, the black community, there's so much promiscuity going on right now. There's so much open sex shit going on right now. Women, first of all, you almost insulting women by what you just said. Because you just said that black men are going into having sex with women and going into these sexual relationships without an intention of starting a family or without the intention of being responsible. Well, what the fuck is the women doing?
Well,
why are you allowing yourself? Because listen, just like we know that white people don't necessarily give a fuck about us, right?
For sure.
At this point, within the black community, black women are raised, they're being taught that a nigga ain't shit.
For sure.
So the question is, if you know that you're living in an environment where the men that you have to choose from are not necessarily the most responsible, why are you then opening up yourself to be taken advantage of by a motherfucker that you already know ain't shit? Where's your sight? Where's your vision? Why are you opening up your legs to a motherfucker that you know not qualified?
Now, see, here's the thing.
We both have a responsibility in that too.
No. I'm inclined to agree, but as a man, I'm knowing if I see a woman that I like and I can present a lifestyle to her that is appealing, she gonna let me fuck regardless of her, how she was raised. You can present something to a person. It's like, it could be, yes, I understood.
So you tricking a bitch out the pussy?
Huh?
You tricking a bitch?
Yeah. Nigga, you nigga, what?
Okay. You ain't know. No. Wait. So you saying okay, so listen. So in 2025, as educated and as resourceful and as demanding and as knowledgeable and as energetic as black women are, you mean to tell me they can't figure out? They can't figure out.
They still lead with emotion.
But they can't figure it out though. But you said they can't figure it out.
But you know, so crazy. I remember.
Let you do something wrong though, they gonna figure you out. But you read you like a book though.
Hey, but you'd be surprised, bro, how many like just women in general don't get asked out on dates or don't get. I mean, they fine and all. They don't get.
But we already know why that is. It's because the relationship between black men and black men have not been trained and conditioned. Right? They have not been trained and conditioned on what it means to really be men. Right. So therefore, they're not operating in a traditional sense like a man's supposed to operate in. And on the flip side of that, a lot of black women, they think whatever energy that a man give them is positive. It could be the worst nigga in the world. Why in the fuck would a black woman lay down with a nigga who in the gang? A nigga been in jail 4-5 times. Why in the fuck would you, as a woman, lay down and have a baby with a nigga who already got 4-5 kids and you don't take care of them? Where's your own reasoning? Where's your own motherfucking thought process when it comes to that? Where's the accountability for you when you understand that shit don't look right? You mean to tell me that black women are smart and that's intuitive? See, because black women get more than just intelligence. They have intuition. Where's your intuition at where's your motherfucking intuition at when it comes to dealing with this nigga? He got 3 kids. He stayed with his mama. He a crip boy, he a blood. He don't got no job. He ain't got no education. But you looking at him like he a viable candidate to lay down with and get your body.
Dawgface, let's keep it real. When you was in the streets, you was getting them hoes.
I was.
And why was that?
Yeah, nigga.
Why was that, Dawgface?
I would like to
Why
think,
was that, Dawgface?
I would like to think it was because of my motherfucking personality.
You think it was the personality?
I would like to think
you
that.
slanging that eye.
I would like to think it was. I would like to think it because my motherfucking personality and my good motherfucking disposition.
No, sorry.
That's what I like to think.
It was just because you was a street nigga and you had status.
Yeah, it is, but see, so listen.
You know so fucked up?
No,
I know niggas that are square niggas that are like cool.
Yeah.
They can't get bitches.
Right.
I mean, these niggas, if you just looked at them,
So
you're like,
why?
this a player
So listen.
nigga. But
So
he's
if you know him, listen. If you know a guy, he has a college education.
right.
He has a good job. He has a career.
Right.
Beyond the job, he got his shit together.
Right.
But
And get treated like dog shit.
But the sisters don't want him.
Right.
They're ready to lay down with a nigga who a gangbanger.
Yes.
Been in jail 2-3 times. Got credit score is 428. Got 3 or 4 kids by 3 or 4 different women. Ain't taking care of none of them. Right? What makes a person like that attractive and appealing to a woman who's not only operating with intelligence, but is operating with intuition as well? A woman's intuition at some point in time is more powerful than her actual education level.
Or we just mammals, nigga, and we give off the pheromones.
No,
nigga,
hey, listen, when you talk about...
do you not believe in some of that?
No,
like,
no,
the energy
I do believe that it's absolutely true. But at the same time, right? So you have to let your intellect lead you.
Bro,
You have to let your intellect
that never
lead
really
you.
happens when it comes to love, though. Love is insanity when you think about it. Nigga, like, as a man, what nigga just says, bro, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to go, every dollar I make, nigga, I'm just going to give it to this person. I'm going to go have kids, be broke as fuck. Like, nobody, that's insanity
Well,
if you just think, it's not logical.
I don't think that's what the thought process is.
But that's my point. It's not the thought process, but you see it. Nigga, we've
It
all
happens.
seen it. Nigga, we
It
all
happens.
seen it.
Yeah, but
men that get divorced and niggas run to go get married still. Because love makes you do that.
That's called a glutton for punishment.
But
that's what
no,
it's called.
but love make you do that. I'm saying love will make you say, this ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, but see, the whole thing is right. So listen, so if we drawing up on love and we drawing up on motherfuckers being, we already know that black men and women are both sexes are both hyper emotional and they make decisions based on irrational trains of thought.
Right.
So if we want to correct anything about our race of people, then we have to grow out of that. The change starts with education.
Right.
Right? If we don't educate ourselves and we don't control ourselves, then we're destined to repeat the cycle over and over again. Right? It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I don't disagree with you, but what I'm saying is the 900-pound question is, what do we do? Or how can we change? Or how can we improve the quality of the relationship between black men and women, which is ultimately going to be the thing that helps enhance or rebuild the black nation?
So let me ask you this: in your heyday.
All right, y'all. So that was the last video from that episode that I'm gonna play. But as you can see, and I want to say this, bro, because sometimes I be listening to them, and sometimes I just be like, "What the fuck they be talking about?" So look, there's a difference between love and lust. I think that's what a lot of times we lack at, man. When the black community, bro, we lack a lot of information. I don't want to, and it's like we get influenced by the culture so bad that the culture that we have created as black people, yeah, we make money off of it, but guess who literally funds that shit? The motherfuckers who really making these policies, these rules and shit, bro. Like, even though hip hop came what it was, a lot of these motherfuckers weren't really funded by just black people. Yeah, you had some people that was doing it from the streets and had good funding, but to get a record label deal, they had to go to a Clyde Davis, or they had to go to like the only black hip hop record label back then was Russell Simmons and what's the nigga name that was in the thon? I forgot. Andre Harrell. Him. You feel me? It wasn't a lot of that shit going on back then, bro. So when hip hop first started, bro, like we had to go through them. So a lot of time we lack the information that we really need. That's a different story for a different day. But what I'm saying is this: love and lust is two different things, bro. And the reason I brought up the culture is because that nigga said something about he knows square niggas that be pulling. And I'm like, what's a square nigga to somebody? Because we glorify the streets and everything, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Being around a whole bunch of niggas locked down and somebody telling me that's some square ass shit, dog. I don't see how niggas even become cool with that mindset of going to jail and is cool, bro. Like fucking up your life and going to jail, that shit is really, bro. That's the easiest thing you could do is go to jail, cause it's easy as fuck to get in some trouble, but it's hard as fuck to get out of it. It's hard to fuck, bro. And my homie Jared said this shit to me the other day, and I heard this shit before. Trying to survive in this world, fuck jail, in this life, in this world, paying bills, taking care of people, having responsibility, nigga, that's more gangster and more harder than anything a person can fucking do. Do you know the amount of stress that shit causes? A lot of us wasn't, and that's the thing about it, bro. A lot of us wasn't taught how to be men, and the people that influence us taught us the wrong shit. You get what I'm saying? They should have taught us, like, a lot of the shit we under, like, in a lot of shit, even if we did have the right wrong mom, a lot of shit we still was influenced by because we was trying to get money. Mind you, I've been working since a jit, dog. Cutting grass, sweeping hair at the barbershop, got my first like W-2 job at 16. But I've been a hustler. You feel me? Before I even knew it. You know what I mean? Thank God I had certain people around me that seen the potential, that seen stuff in me. You feel me? Because, like I said, a lot of us, like, bro, me and my crew, bro, we all could have just kept going the wrong way, bro. Because it was right there in our face. And I was one of the goddamn people that kept us in some shit. I know I did. Even though I got us out of shit, I kept us in. I was always in some bullshit. Way, like, a lot of shit. Like, we was having this discussion in the group chat, and I was like, bro, I was always in some shit. For no fucking reason. And guess why? Females. That's one thing I be trying to get my son Stefan to understand, bro. I've been through this shit, bro. Females was my downfall for the longest, bro. Like, I literally would just, but I didn't have the guidance I need. I didn't have a father telling me, bro, this was the consequences behind this shit. And to be honest with you, I thank God that he wasn't around, because I don't know what type of man I would be today if he was around. Him being around might have brought more hatred in my heart to not even be the man I am today. You get what I'm saying? Everybody that make you, that bring you in this world, is not able or capable to teach you how to be a man. Cause it don't take a man. A motherfucker nutting in a female doesn't make a man. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shit doesn't make you a man. Being able to bring a child in this world doesn't make you a mom, bro. I tell females all of that. Just because you can bring a baby in this world doesn't make you a mom, bro. You really got to put in the time. You got to really put in the effort, the sacrifices, bro. You feel me? Like, a surrogate, I think I'm saying it right, a surrogate can bring in a goddamn baby. Somebody could carry your child for you and bring a child in this world for you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to really put in the work. And a lot of time in the black culture, bro, we don't want to work for shit, dog, no more. We either want to fraud, we want to finesse it, scam it, or we want fast money. We don't think about the long term. We don't think about the process. And I heard the realest shit the other day. A man who get money in his later age is able to get even more and keep it. A nigga that get money early is more willing to lose that shit and never really gain it back. Cause you don't know, like, bro, I told this story before, and I got the receipts on my Facebook page. Back when I was gambling, I'm not gonna say when, but back when I was really, really gambling, bro, I had got up all the way to like 17K. Like, I had a real bad gambling problem. I got up to 17K, and I lost all that shit. mind you, I don't know what that money could have did or what I would have did with it, what could have happened from it. You feel me? I was fucking with this girl during this time, and a lot of people thought my depression came from that and just certain shit. A lot of people didn't know what I was going through. I'm not the one to really open up and tell everybody my business. I give you bits and pieces and shit, but I'm not that type of nigga that just tell people my business. I like to keep shit behind closed doors. You feel me? So it's like everybody don't need to know what you're going through and shit, but like when you're going through so much and you've been through so much and you have a testimony to tell, bro, I don't mind telling certain parts of my testimony because I've been through so much shit. I've been through a lot. That's why I'm so like calm, like I'm so laid back with some shit, bro, because I can't really I don't deal with ratchetness too well. I don't deal with loudness too well. All that yelling, it's like it's a trauma to me. You feel me? Like I don't even like to be around that situation. I was listening to the Little John interview on the Breakfast Club, and you just see how his whole demeanor, his mental health, and has changed. And I was telling somebody, I was like, shit, I would hope it would, because just think about it. If you grew up during the Lil Jon era, bro, all the energy it took out of us, or all the shit we was getting into from like what you gonna do, be a like, bro, them some real rowdy crunk, like, bro, ready to fight songs, bro, head busters. Like, nigga, that take a lot of fucking energy. All that shit we was doing, bro, like all that shit is drainful. I'm thinking about that shit now, and I'm like, but you couldn't get, like, even when I hear that shit now, bro, I feel that shit, like you really don't understand, like we really don't understand how music is a spiritual way of connecting to us, and it's so much deeper than what we think. The frequency that goes into our headphones when we're listening to music, the beat, the rhythm, the music, the message, bro, that's damn near, bro, like it's spiritual, bro. It's a lot deeper than what people really give credit to. We just feel like it's just music. Nah, like I don't know what video he said this shit in, but I'm gonna play it on this one or the next one. But if you listening to a Lil Jon song, right, or like Head Bust or something, right, nigga, you not gonna wanna make love to no female. You gonna wanna fuck the hell out this bitch. Like it's certain things that when you're listening to the music, it connects to us in a different way. If you listen, look how you listen, how kids be acting when they listen to NBA Youngboy or Lil Durk. They be ready to slide. You listen to Pooh Shiesty on Get It Back in Blood, you are not ready to go get on your knees and pray to God. You ready to slide on a nigga. You is not ready to make love to no female. You is ready to murk a nigga. The frequency, that energy that comes into that song, from that song, them lyrics, that beat, the headphones, all that shit, man. And that's the problem with us, bro. We need to start really studying a lot of this shit that has been causing us certain trauma problems, and how other culture have used that against us and literally made bankrolls off our pain and trauma. And we can't even blame, I don't even want to say put the blame all the way on them, because we allow them to do the shit, bro. We will sell our own soul just for a fucking dollar, bro. And I get it. Like, when you come from the struggle, when you come from the hood, you come from Section 8, you come from a single parent household where you seen your parents struggle, your mom struggle, you feel me? Like, you see that, you would do anything to get away from that. You would do anything to get out of that shit. But it also goes back to your morals and values. Like, a lot of us don't have morals. A lot of us don't have principles. A lot of us don't have values that we stand by. You don't even have to be a street nigga. You don't have to be a hood nigga. You don't have to be none of that to have morals, value, and principles just to live by. And that's just something niggas we grew up going about, bro. Like, certain things is, if you're not gonna stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. And that's just the realest shit. I'm gonna play one more video, y'all, and then I'm out for the day, man.
Hip hop scene. Is that not what he does? Right? He talked about how we promote self-hatred, misogyny, disrespect for ourselves and for our women, violence towards ourselves, and violence towards our own community. But Charleston White is really, he's a drill rapper himself. And what I mean by that is that when he came out, he was like a fresher breath air, because you had an older guy who was telling it like it was about the shit that was happening with black people and then the shit that we do to ourselves. That was refreshing because you don't really have black people who were in the YouTube world or the entertainment world who would come with raw truth like that, whether you want to hear it or not. Charleston White has figured out that him being on that soapbox, it doesn't pay him. So he didn't gave up on trying to be a redeemer in terms of the things he say, and now he's all sensationalism. He gonna pick the most volatile issues in the world, and he gonna say the most negative shit about it because he knows that somebody's gonna pay him for an interview. Period. As simple as that. So he didn't gave up on trying to be a redeemer. He didn't gave up on trying to use his voice to speak to the different shit that affects black people, and he even says it. He even said, man, I ain't trying to say no nigga no more. Fuck you dumb ass niggas. Y'all ain't listening no way. So I'm gonna say the most crazy. Charleston White is a black Charlie Kirk. Right now he's earning a living by pointing out the most obvious flaws, the most obvious problems within the black community. He's pointing them out. He's isolating them. He's pointing them out. White people love Charleston White now because he's a black Charlie Kirk. He's pointing out the issues that we all know are problems within the black community. He's talked about it, right? He's disrespecting women, kids. He's even disrespecting the dead for the purposes of entertainment. There's no probative, there's no educational, there's no cultural value attached to 95% of the shit he say. He's just saying it because he's a shock jock now. Charleston White is a YouTube shock jock. It's as simple as that.
So to play devil's advocate, right? You say some shocking things too, maybe, and you believe it, right? Mm-hmm. But let's say all of a sudden you start getting $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 of just a whop. You just getting this money over.
I'm not
and over.
gonna compromise.
Yeah, I get it, but I just want to finish my thought real quick. And all of a sudden you are the biggest sensation on YouTube, Instagram. Everybody's booking you. You're on Shannon Sharp. You're on all these platforms, just spreading your gospel that you're spreading. Mm-hmm. You don't think it would change you, not even a little bit?
Listen, bro, I'm a black man, and I'm a black man who come from nothing, and so that's like what you just said. Lil Rod did. Lil Rod was willing to compromise his manhood and his integrity for the spotlight that he never got. You never gonna win by selling your own kind out. You never gonna win by allowing yourself to be used as a tool against your own people. They've already tried that, right? Every black person, like Michael Jackson, he tried that. Ain't no difference between black and white. They tore his ass up. You hear me? He Jesus juice and fucking with monkeys. Tore his ass up. O.J. Simpson. Oh, I like black women. I like white women. Ain't no difference between. I don't believe in that race shit. Tore his dumb ass up. You hear me? Every black person in the history of the world of entertainment who have turned against their own kind, who've allowed themselves to be used as a tool, like with Bill Cosby. Before Bill Cosby failed, he had changed from the Huxtable shit to one of the most critical people in the country when it came down to criticizing and calling out black people. Long before Charleston White, man, you had motherfuckers like Bill Cosby had turned super hypercritical, right? When they used him as much as they possibly could, they put all the white holes on him. He raped the bitch, drugged the bitch, they raped the bitch, and all that kind of shit. The white man they don't want you. They don't want you. They want to use you as a tool to expose your own people, to expose the faults of your own people. So even if I was getting booked, if I had to trade in, if you say, okay, dog, we go right now. I got 10 engagements. I have 10 big podcasts, 10 big platforms, and we're gonna get $10,000 a piece. But you have to say this, that, and the third, or you have to slickly, it ain't gonna be blatantly, but you have to. Here's a point. I want you to emphasize this point, and that point, and do it in such a way to where nobody knows that you're really kind of like, right? I'm not gonna do it if I feel like that I'm compromising my own people. Me being critical of my people and me telling it like it is, that's different from me being used by somebody else as a tool and as a weapon against my own people. You ain't never gonna be able to weaponize me against black people. I don't give a fuck how stupid, how ignorant niggas is. I'm never gonna do that.
So let me ask you this. One thing we can't deny that he does is still give game, even within that.
Yeah.
So I guess, his whole thing has always been, like you say, he'll get his shit off, but it's to bring people in and he'll educate them. Do you respect? Because he literally tells you what he's doing.
Listen, he's mastered the world of YouTube, right?
Right.
right? He's mastered the whole game of. So listen. So he's a shock jock. We know that people, whether you want to hear it or not, we know that when you say he's a critical thinker,
right.
And as such, he knows how to instigate. He knows how to create a firestorm. He knows how to create an avalanche. He knows how to do the things necessary that's going to get people to pay attention. Is he all bad? No, he's not all bad. He ain't all bad. But his focus now is simply pointing out the obvious and then using those using our obvious flaws as a people, black men and black women,
right.
using the obvious flaws of black men and women. And then he's putting those things on, he put them on the billboard for the whole world to see.
Right.
It's true. I'm not saying he's mastered this shit. He will tell you, I don't give a fuck about redeeming nobody no more. Right? I'm saying whatever I got to say, like the LSU player who committed suicide, right? How he handled, so listen, it's a difference between being a truth teller, but he's crossed the line to now that he's just into the world of shocking, right? When his numbers fall on the algorithm, then you're going to see him grab hold and purposefully take the opposite side of something that we all consider to be normal and appropriate. He's going to jump on the opposite side of that shit and go right for the jugular vein, knowing that's going to inspire people to want to talk to him about why he said X, Y, and Z. But listen.
All right, y'all. How do y'all feel about that? Two things could be right though, man. Y'all know how I feel about Charleston White though. But Charleston White, he be saying a lot of good shit, but he do be saying some off the wall shit too. I do be paying attention to how he is. Like he be like, you know what I mean? But I get what both people are saying him, and I also get what Charleston White be saying, because you gotta look at it. Like I would never turn my back on my people. It's either everything I do is for my people. But in the same token of breath, I have to distance myself from my people. And I think what a lot of people get confused is, I think Charleston is not like that with black people. I think he just like that with niggas. And I feel like it's just we have to separate the two. As black people, then there's niggas. Black people, you can have a discussion with. You can have a intelligent discussion. With niggas, man, it's always a debate or argument. So then you have to become a different character. You have to become something that like you don't want to be, because you can't have a real intelligent conversation with them. They're not, their brain, like they're not really, like, man, a lot of people, bro, like I said, bro, we are so fucked up mentally, bro. A lot of shit that we think is cool is ignorant. It's just dumb ass shit. We think being dumb is cool and being smart is lame. How stupid does that sound when you say it out loud? Being dumb is cool, like the dumbest shit. We like to spend our money on clothes, jewelry, cars, hoes, pussy. Like, bro, nothing I just named has an asset to it. That shit, a woman over eight, like after a while, and I say this, and I can give a fuck. How many niggas really like fucking with old females? Look at Kevin Gates. I'm not even gonna put Dion in there because I don't know what his favorite, but Dion's dating Karuchi. She's younger. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm going with this right about now? A lot of our mental ain't like, and a lot of us don't like to be challenged too. Like what comes with a very intelligent black woman, bro, she's gonna challenge you. A lot of us don't know how to really accept that challenge. So we have to really get back psychologically and start really reading more. We have to become better, bro. We have to work on ourselves, bro. We have to be able to use more than just cuss words. Me, I know I've been off my game lately, but I started reading books and I literally have drifted away. Like I said, I went through a big part with my brother. That shit hit home. Like it just fucked me up. But I am gonna get back to my game, getting back to reading more and just really growing as a man and just becoming more wiser and stuff. I got some stuff planned. I got supposed to be meeting with this guy that's, you know, really like locked in with the Democrats and stuff. Let's having a conversation with him, because when I met him, Mr. John, I met him, and man, I meet people that gravitate to me because I really be having these same conversations that I have on here, talking to y'all. I have with them, And I guess just me being so young and having these like really being like understanding and really being woke, like that'd be another thing in our culture. We shit on the niggas that be woke. Like, motherfucker, I'm not trying to live in this matrix and just be fucking going along with the program, looking like a fucking robot. Like, that's basically what that shit is, bro. If you're not part of a certain kind of culture, the culture could be like almost like a claim to y'all, bro. Like, it's like a cult. And if you ain't part of that shit, if you ain't down, if you ain't with this shit, then they want to look at you stupid. Like, nigga, fuck you, your mama, and everything else that come with this shit, because I know what comes with this. And it's only gonna lead me to a downfall. And a lot of time, bro, if you got something to lose, a lot of time niggas don't have nothing to lose. And I gotta learn that, like, I'm not gonna argue with a nigga that ain't got nothing to lose. I don't wanna be around a nigga that ain't got nothing to lose. If you got all these babies, I don't give a fuck if you got 1 to 10. If you brought all these kids in this world and you not taking care of them, I don't wanna be around you. You feel me? If you still the same nigga that we was as kids and you haven't grown mentally, I don't want to be around you. If I can't hold you accountable and you hold me accountable, I don't want to be around you. Females, if you act like a nigga, I don't want to be around you. You call me a bitch. Sweetheart, you listen to me. I used to get into it with females all the time about that word, dog. And I cut some people off, and I had to cut some people off because that shit, bro. You are asking for you really are trying to literally push me to a limit where I knock you the fuck out. Mind you, I don't believe in hitting females. But some of y'all will literally make a nigga forget that y'all are female, especially by the way y'all act. A lot of y'all like to run up in female niggas' face and pretend like, bro, we have lost who our true identity is. And it go back not just from music, it go from music, religion, to the government putting all this shit, this food stamp and all this shit, keeping the fall out the home. Bro, we have lost who we truly are. And we don't even, I see why sometimes people say black people don't have no culture, don't know what, like, because we have lost who our spiritual and like who we are. They tell a lot of us that we from Africa. Some of us are, some of us are not. It was already black people here. But they just tell us anything. We run with the shit, bro. Like that be the bad. Like, we don't really research nothing. They give us something and we run with it. They gave us the Bible, we ran. We ain't question shit. We just start questioning. I mean, I've been questioning it, but niggas just start really questioning it. Like, bro, I want people to really go look up Hebrew and let me know, was it a J back there in the Hebrew time? Because I already know the answers. So if it wasn't a J, what did they really call Jesus back then? Like, this shit, like, is in. Why do pastors not read why do pastors not read every scripture and chapters that's in the Bible? Like, and I'm not meaning like picking a turn, like, bro, it's certain chapters in the Bible that the pastor will not read. It's certain shit in the Bible that they will not read, bro. So we have been taught and been trained and been literally hypnotized and manipulated since forever. And there's only a few of us that I feel like are real prophets out here. And I don't care how people take it, because you got to be a prophet or a different type and whatever to change things. However you want to look at that, you got to be a different type of coach, a different type of person to be out here to change things in society, because it's easy to follow the crowd. It's easy to just go in that path. But when you see something is wrong, you can stand on that shit and call it out. And even when everybody going against you, you still can go and still preach that message and still keep going, bro. That's a different type of coach. Different type of person. Cause you don't know, right, what that nigga got to deal. We don't know what that person, male or female, have to deal with. All the backlash, all the threats, all the fucking dumbass comments and shit like that. That does something to people mental, bro. Like, that do something to people, bro. And y'all not really understanding that shit. I don't think people are taking shit serious. And we are so worried about other people and their business and what this celebrity got going on and all this shit. And half y'all got more problems than anybody, bro, that y'all ain't even fix your damn self. But this is part 1 to this. I am gonna do part 2 tomorrow, man. So I'm gonna get at y'all tomorrow, man. Rest in peace to my brother Q. And I hope to have my brothers back on here, Nate and Jared. I hope they all doing good too, man. I'm out, bro. 1.